What's up, my lovely people? It's Queen Agnes. Welcome to QueeenTv, where I encourage everyone to be earnest, ambitious, and overall empowered. You see these pimples? They're another reason why I haven't been on camera. But you know what? I'm just accepting my flaws, you know. But anyways, on to the video topic. For today, I'm going to be talking about my church denomination. So I've gotten this question asked to me so many times, like, what is your church denomination? Where do you go to church? All of the above. So I decided, why not answer it? And so before I get into my church denomination, I just want to say a little something about denominations, and I have said it previously before, but what's the harm in repeating it? So in church denominations, I believe, yes, they're important, but I do believe that some people can get so caught up in certain religions and denominations, because religions and denominations are different. So religions are just completely different. So for example, a Christian and a Buddhist, like, that's completely different. Or a Hindu and a Buddhist, like, it's completely different. So that's what religion is. But denomination is branches within a religion. So for example, of course I'm a Christian, and so there's different branches. There's Baptists, there's Lutherans, there's Catholics, there's Protestants, there's Adventists, there's First Day churches, Life of Christ church. Like, there's so many denominations under the Christian branch. So I just wanted to kind of explain the difference between religion and denomination. Okay, and so when it comes to religion, I am more strict, not strict, but like, I focus more whenever I'm talking to someone about God and Jesus' love. I focus more on religion. Like, okay, first, let's make sure you're following the, how can I say it? I don't want to say the right religion, but yeah, make sure you're following the correct religion. And then later on, much later on, if they bring it up, it's usually them bringing it up. I usually don't like bringing it up myself, because to me it's important, but not really, because I believe that learning the truth is what's important. And then once you learn the truth, I believe God will guide you to which church is closest to the truth, because I highly believe in people researching their denomination. And I don't mean just going to a church and seeing how it feels. That is not the correct way to research or observe a denomination, because, like I said, churches can be deceiving. Sometimes people go to church and it causes their faith to go back, and that's because Christians are not perfect. They sin just like you and I. So I believe if you want to find the right denomination, church family for you, I mean, not church family, yes, you would have to go to the actual church. But if you want to find the right denomination for you, you need to go to their manuals and what they believe in, and that's how you're able to decide. Look at what they believe in as a whole, not just the one church that you went to or how they acted, because some of these churches don't even follow their own church manuals. So that's why I'm saying that. So go to their manual and different things like that, and then compare it to the Bible, and whichever one is closest to the Word of God, then that's the denomination God will lead you to go to. I'm not saying that you're going to lead yourself. I believe God will lead you to the right denomination. And the reason why I said you need to do research on the manual and just the different things that they're supposed to do and believe, because there's some people, and I've heard stories where a non-believer went into the church and became so much more powerful than the people there, because they weren't basing off the church where they went to. Like, they focused on, okay, this is what our church, like, not that specific church, but like our church as a denomination needs to be doing this, what they believe. So how can I bring that here? And so that's why I think that's super duper important. And also, I am not one of those Christians who, and I believe I'm not, I've been told that I'm not, and that's why people feel they can talk to me about certain things in religion, because I am not gonna lie, some Christians are really hard to talk to, because they're like, if you're not my denomination, if you don't go to my church, then I don't want to talk to you. Like we're all Christians, you know. And I believe once you accept Christ, you shouldn't try to force a certain denomination onto someone, because I believe doing that pushes them farther away, because it's not genuine. It seems like as if you just want more numbers or more members in your church, and like that just isn't right. You shouldn't try to force anything on anybody. And so that's why it's been, how many months have I been on YouTube? So I started in May, June, July, August, September. So 6 months, and I have never mentioned what religion I was. And that's usually how it goes with most of the people I meet. It's usually months later when I finally bring it up. Or if I'm doing Bible study with someone, it's gonna come up because it's part of our Bible studies. But when I do bring it up, I do not go into detail unless they ask me to, because I just don't want to seem like I'm trying to force them to join my religion. I just want them to accept Christ. I just want them to accept God, and I want them to accept the truth, because that's what's important, because our denominations aren't gonna take us to heaven. But even though our denominations are not gonna take us to heaven, it's still important that you are attending a denomination that's closest to the truth. And the reason why I say this is, if you know you're going to a certain denomination, but you're like, oh, the denomination doesn't matter, but you know there's something in the Bible, it says, oh, you should not drink wine, or this is just an example, I'm not saying any denomination does this, but it says, oh, you cannot drink wine. It says that in the Bible. And then the denomination you're attending, they believe in, they say, oh, you can drink wine. How are you going to keep attending there knowing that that's opposite of what God believes in? Like it doesn't make sense. So speaking of that, I hope you guys understand that. And if you guys need me to elaborate more on that, I can. And it is really hard to try to find the right denomination. And it takes a lot of prayers. It takes a lot of devotion. It takes a lot of seeking and soul searching. It takes so much that you and I cannot do on our own. And so back in May, I decided I wanted to go to school to study religion, because it has been it's something I'm really passionate about. And I feel like I need a deeper education in it. Even though I've been a Christian my whole life, I feel like I need a deeper study and a deeper, just something more. Like I just feel like I need that deeper level of education so I can be able to educate others in choosing the right denomination. And so 8 minutes into the video and I still haven't told you what denomination is, and I know that's why you came here to watch this video for. So let me get right into it. So my church denomination, I am a Seventh-day Adventist. So a Seventh-day Adventist is a person who believes in the coming of Jesus Christ. And we believe in the three angel message, which you can find in Revelation. And one thing that separates us from a lot of the other Christian denominations is that we go to church on Saturdays. And not necessarily that we go to church on Saturdays. I feel like sometimes people get that twisted. Basically in, do I have my Bible? Basically in Genesis, when God created Adam and Eve, he rested on the seventh day. And when he rested on the seventh day, he made that day holy so that we're supposed to rest. And then in Exodus 20, oh, I forgot the verse, but one of the commandments, and I'll try to put it in here. God said, this is my holy day, you should make it holy, you should rest. And so as Seventh Adventists, that's what we do. We rest on the seventh day, which is, I'm not gonna say it's Saturday necessarily, because there's been so many changes to the calendars and the times. So we're supposed to rest on the seventh day, and so that seventh day, it starts from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset, because that's a full day. Because before they didn't say, oh, 12 p.m, oh, that's the start of a new day. No, we didn't have time like that before. They used to look at the sun. So we start following the tradition where, okay, when the sun went down, it was the end of the day, a start to a new one, and then when it goes back down, it's the end of that day and the start to a new one. So that's why we still follow, and that's why we rest from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. And then so in that day, because it's a day, even though it seems like two, it's just a day. In that day, we rest from any worldly things. So we try as much as we can to stay away from anything that can take our minds away from God. Because 6 days in the week, we have to do anything we want. But God literally only asks us for one day in the week. He says, give me this one day. And so that day, we go to church, and we try to just keep busy with, like, whether it's going to visit the nursing home, whether it's going to give food out to the homeless, whatever it is, to make sure we're just giving back to God and our mind is just focused on God. So on that day, we can't go shopping, we can't buy food, we can't do any of that, because that's breaking the Sabbath. And we believe so highly in breaking the Sabbath, and we can't do anything that makes us sweat. So we can't go exercising, we can't go to oh, I'm gonna go run around the neighborhood. Like, we can't do any of that. Oh, I'm gonna go play volleyball, I'm gonna go to a basketball game. We can't do any of that. And the reason why we don't go partying or like visiting, not visiting, watching games, is because that takes our minds off of God. And I don't care how many times we try to convince ourselves that it doesn't, it does. And another thing we don't do is work. We don't work between that day, because that's also breaking the Sabbath. The reason why we don't go to church on Sundays, and if you look at our calendar today and you count down, Sunday is the seventh day. But let me tell you why it really isn't. So the Roman Catholic Church, back in, I'm really bad with dates, so hopefully I'll find it, back a long time ago. And if you guys need me to go more in detail with it, I will. But the Roman Catholic, back in, I think it was Pope, not Francis, that's a new one, I forgot his name, but one of the popes in a pope book, he admitted to changing the calendar. And if you look at a Catholic calendar, the first day of the week is Sunday. It goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's how a Catholic Bible is. And that was the original calendar. Even the times were changed by humans. And in the Bible, it tells us that humans are going to change time, and they're going to change dates. It tells us that in the Bible. And the Pope admitted to changing that. So with that being said, if we always go to the original. And so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday is the seventh day, and that's why we rest on that day, because it's the holy day, it's a Sabbath day, we keep it holy. At first I was like, okay, so what if we got it twisted? What if we got it twisted and Sunday is the day of rest, you know? Like I said, just following the church manual for other churches that I've seen, that are Sunday worshipers, they don't keep that day holy, even though they say it's their Sabbath. They don't keep it holy because they still go out and buy food, whether it's like right after church. They still do things to please them, if that makes sense. And so that's why I was like, okay, which one is closer to the Bible? So it's all about just doing your research and knowing. But yes, I am a Seventh-day Adventist. So that is it, my lovely people. If you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, subscribe. May God bless you. Bye.